Hello there, gang. Welcome back to Thames FC. Let me first start by saying thank you for all the birthday messages over the weekend. I'm officially 28. It's happened. It's that aging process has occurred. I'm older now than when we started the series, so I'll be 30 soon. That's exciting. It's all right. I'm not even bothered. So, 4 games to go in the Premier League season, and since we last met in the birthday bottle job 2-2 draw, it was, looking back, it wasn't good, was it? Mr. Penalty conceded 2 in 6 minutes to, in a game which we should probably have won. Ferreira's good, though. I think we're all agreed, even in the comments section, we're all agreed, Ferreira is amazing. So far this season, 9 goals, 10 assists, 8.24 that was, but I was coded. And since then, things actually have gone okay for us. A 4-1 win, a demolition 4-1 win against Reading. Van den Bosch boshed it 3 times and got 3 goals and performed really, really well in said game. 9.6 overall rating for him. Ben-Hur is off the ball at the moment. It's a bit of a shame. Quilino got a goal for himself, though. Not too bad at all. We limited them to 3 shots on target. What are they possibly going to do with that? Nothing. It's impossible. And then a 1-1 draw with Manchester United. That, for me, I went away from it thinking we should have won that. Very disappointing, really. Insigne got a goal on 77 from a corner, and then Velasco on 81 got himself sent off. Booked on 80, sent off on 81 is ridiculous. And Matt Adams, 84th minute, got the equaliser, and we couldn't pull it back. But you see from the stats there, 56% possession, 17 shots to their 13, more on target, more fouls, but that will happen. And just in case anyone's wondering, we are indeed still playing this formation. It's a constant within the save right now, and we'll be playing it today. The true diamond, that's what it is. Or it's a kite. I mean, you pick. So today then, Watford and Chelsea, one at Vicarage Road, one at Selhurst Park, in hopefully what will be our final games at Selhurst Park before we move back to the Riverbank for a somewhat permanent basis, as well as an exciting transfer window. And that transfer window, folks, will depend on how we do in the league this season. We are currently comfortably in 6th position, looking very good indeed. Everyone's happy. I mean, we look in a good spot, and of course, playing Chelsea today, we could leapfrog them into 5th position. I think getting into the Champions League places at this point is a near impossibility, but certainly getting into those European places, 6th place may well just be good enough. So we're going to have to hang on, and hopefully it'll produce the goods that we require. In fact, who won the League Cup? Because that is somewhat important. All right, the winners of that were Manchester United, which is good news, because I think that already means that we will indeed qualify because United are in that top 4 spot. I think the reason it hasn't confirmed yet is because it's not confirmed that United will definitely finish there, but okay, fine. So with that 6-point gap and 4 to go, a collapse is going to have to happen, and with the games we've got left, you think we'll probably be able to hold on, but let's get underway then. Let's play Watford at home, and it's not at home, so let's get back in our cars and drive to Watford, idiot boy. So team-wise for the game, it's becoming all too familiar, but in a nice way. There's one player on this page which is coming in for some criticism, and we'll talk about him in just a moment. Ortiz will be in goal, then Frank, Insigne and Antonio will be at the back, Van den Bosch one side, Miquelino on the other, Haladun and Jimenez back together in the middle, Herzog, Ferreira behind Fiore. Ben-Hur, I'm dropping him at the moment, he's just not scoring goals, and Fiore has played alright when he's featured, so we're keeping him in there. To have Ben-Hur on the bench though, what a player to bring on. Now Antonio, lots of people slagging Antonio off, saying he's not good enough. Probably agree, probably going to be replaced in the summer, but let's support him while he's here, alright? Don't get on his back. He's a right back anyway, he doesn't even want to be playing centre back. Right then, into this we go. Watford are the opposition, away from home, 18th in the league. If we win this, then look, Chelsea play City, who are top. Chelsea lose, this is on. I mean, 5th place is on. And if Spurs lose to Wolves, who knows what could occur. But it all requires us to beat Watford, and as I've said before, against these lesser sides, we are I'd say dominant. I'll go dominant. I was going to say relatively dominant, but no, just dominant. Straightforward dominant. So let's prove that today, shall we, with this front 3 combining. Now, of course, Ben-Hur ready to come off the bench at any point. Just has been out of form recently. He hasn't been scoring the goals as he normally does, so he's on the bench today. And as we've seen against recent games against Reading and Manchester United, we didn't miss him all that much. My hair doesn't know what it wants. I'm getting a haircut this week, so, you know, exciting times for me. Corner played in, Ferreira cleared as far as Haludden, and Fiore's on it. Now he's got a point to prove. He finds Frank, who scored. The libero has scored. He's there, ready and waiting. A breakaway would have been a nightmare, but Frank gets the goal, and after 8 minutes, Thames take the lead. Frank, I mean, it's from a corner as well, cleared, and I mean, we've got that man on the edge just waiting. Fiore's there, lovely pullback from him, and Frank, on the half volley, finishes it off beautifully. The fans behind the goal go wild. Frank gets himself a goal, my word. I think going into next season, we definitely keep the libero system. I think we definitely stick with what we've got. All right, there could be a chance for Watford here if we're not too careful, but he's got quite a way to go. And oh, look at that challenge. I love him there. In on him like nobody's business. Played forward towards Fiore. Doesn't quite get there. Van der Bosch will pick it up. And that pass forward is, well, it was sporadic, to say the least, as Antonio puts in a decent challenge. It falls straight back to Watford, though, and a chance for them to come forward once again. You can see as we converge on that man there, the ball again goes inside, outside, and there could be a chance. Oh, what a big miss, really. I dare say Watford should have scored there. This sets up, obviously, the final episode. Everton and West Ham, the final 2 games. League derby for us as well. But we've got to get at least 3 points from today. Otherwise, it could be a very tense final episode of the season. Don't panic. We're not just stopping finishing 5th. Ball played down the line, though. Watford in here to the front post. Cleared. Jimenez on it. And now it's whether we can find the smart balls out as it goes out to Fiore on this side. We've got options inside and he finds them. Herzog now. Where's he going to go? He's sort of been watched by 2 men. Van den Bosch, has he shot there? Because that is ambitious. That's going to take quite the Bosch. Right, you can see he's marking this winger, though, so it's not easy for him as he plays the ball inside, beats his man with ease, plays it across as well. This is a danger moment as, oh my God, it's gone in. I think that might have been a cross. Absolutely unstoppable effort, apparently, from pulling, and Shane's pulled it into the goal. I thought we were quite good there, shape-wise. We looked all right, and then, who's that? Don't be Antonio. It's Frank. Oh, Frank, what are you playing at? And then this finish, I mean, very good. Keeper beaten. 1-1. Not much to say on that, really. Watford actually playing the better football. They've dominated this game largely, so that's quite impressive. Free kick. There's not long to go before half-time. Cannons off the wall. Now, if you can win this back, the counter-attack is definitely there, but no. And look at the overload they've got in the middle right now as we try and get back into position. Down this right-hand side again as Van den Bosch nips in. The clearance, though, is rushed and not particularly good. On this right-hand side, Watford could lead here, and they do. It's... Well, not great, is it? I mean, what that comes from is Van den Bosch not being a composed man. Look at that. Just aimless. Just rubbish. Ugh. There's another highlight here before half-time. Surely not. Fiore, he's in. He's been played in, and it could have been 2-2. Not a game that we've played particularly well in so far, if I'm being honest. Ben-Hur is probably going to come on. Ferreira to Insigne as we get towards the half-time mark. Ball played in, not good enough. And Watford are doing a job on us here, big time. Now, the advantage for us is that Wolves play Tottenham, so if Tottenham win, as they are now 2-0 up, then it keeps the 6-point gap between us both. That said, we want to be winning this, really. I'm going to say show me something else in the second half, and with that, the mighty Ben-Hur comes on. He's been suffering with an injury, so I've not been playing him as often. I think he hurt his jaw, bless him, so we had to mask him up with something. Watford, you can see there, though. Bottom 3 team. This shouldn't be happening. All right, can Ben-Hur be the difference maker? He's on the ball. He loses just out as he gets it back on it. Oh, he smashed the bar. Well, the first thing we've seen from him, 2 minutes since coming on, it's looking positive. The question is, what else do you change at this point? Everything's quite calm. There is a temptation to do something, but we'll leave it for now. As for another corner played in, Ben-Hur's going to go out to that and gather. Just about keeps it in. It's whether we can build from here. As Frank's through ball there isn't the best, but we get a little fortunate. Ben-Hur nicks it off the defender, plays it across to Ferreira, who scores it every day of the week. Another goal for him. 11, I think it is, on the season. 10 or 11, I can't quite remember. Regardless, Ben-Hur the provider, Ferreira the goal scorer. And you can see here, our ability to win the ball back in a very high position was key. I mean, Watford there, I don't know what they're playing at, to be honest. Ben-Hur slots it across, and an easy finish for Ferreira. 2-2, game on. And already with the introduction of Ben-Hur, it feels good. Watford are down there for a reason. If we can get the win today, 2 points behind Chelsea, beat them, Europe. Okay, working it from the back. Frank to Antonio. You can see as we set up, it's very much like a 4-3-3. These 3 defenders do sit in that system. It's not really like a 2 and a 1. It's very much a 3. As Ferreira and Miquelino on this side look to combine. I wonder how Franklin's getting on, bless him. As Ben-Hur plays it to Miquelino. Ball played in. It's got to be there. Herzog makes it 3. And Thames complete the comeback. And that's what you expect. Ben-Hur gets involved. He links all the play together, as I would expect from Ben-Hur, to be honest. And a lovely finish from Thames. 3-2 to the good, and you'll see that league table change in just a moment. I'm not actually sure how Chelsea and City are getting on. We could do with City beating Chelsea. They've already won the league, so that is certain. What is the score between those two? Right, let's get rid of this league table for just a moment and see latest scores. Chelsea beating Manchester City. That's not what we wanted at all. City, you've got to try to turn that round, please. In fact, we'll keep that up for now. Ben-Hur's picked up a knock. Looks like a calf strain. Not ideal, because we've just brought him on. We're going to keep him out there for now, and hopefully find a way to make this 4. Although you suspect now Watford will come on a little stronger. Whether we come off attacking, I guess, is the question. But if they score, I guess we have to stay on it. It's one of those situations where they go close. We'll go to standard as a precaution. There is a Manchester City goal to stop this Chelsea win. And a surprise Chelsea win. I think it's the City side that are clearly on the beach. Ben-Hur is struggling out there. 44%. Not great, is it? Obernet's going to come on. He's there to be brought on, so let's do it. I mean, Ben-Hur's come on, done his job. job. 5 minutes of added time to go as it falls to Frank. Is there going to be a late goal for us here just to settle some nerves? That's what we're hoping for. Ferreira's ball in is not the best. And oh, you can see what's happening here, can't you? That number 7 is in so much space. It's a disaster, viewers. An absolute disaster as Ortiz is beaten. Just use some logic. This has happened again. Like with defend, there's 3 Thames players. Not a single one of them. Look, not a single one of them has thought to themselves, "Oh, we should probably mark the guy at the back post." Come on. You're back for a reason. Easy finish for Watford, and it's a disaster. We're going back to attacking. Get Ben-Hur back on. Right, let's see. Can we now turn it back around in our favour? I can't believe defensively we've messed that up so much. Can there be a late bit of drama, though, as Oppenegg enters the field? He finds Ferreira, who is tackled there. Oh, when I said late drama. No, come on. Come on now. This is awful. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's coming over me. They're 18th. They're 18th. They're 18th. This is two episodes in a row now. This has happened. And I could feel it. I could sense it. When you bottle job as much as me, you know when it's about to happen, right? It's like a sixth sense. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Corners we played in. If they score again, I'm going home. They're offside, so that doesn't count, luckily, because the rules are still in place. I'm furious. This always happens to me. Why does this happen to me? It's bollocks is what it is. It's absolute cock on bollocks. I don't know what the cock's got to do with it. He's done nothing wrong. Halloden's picked up an injury as well now. So if he's injured and Ben-Hur's injured, this season's it's over. And what we'll find out in a minute is that Wolves have won, although it doesn't look as if that's the case. The 6-point gap into 6th remains. But if we bring this back, it'll be a miracle. Ferreira, you've not even tried there, mate. And that brings us to the end. Watford 4, Thames 3. 90th minute, 91st minute. 90th minute. Ben-Hur, clearly the difference maker. My God. I certainly say, not good enough. What else can you say? If Ben-Hur's injured, it's a problem. There's a week to go before Chelsea, so he's got a week to recover. Please have bruised ankles. Sentences you never thought you'd say. Please have bruised ankles. It's just bruised ankles are very common. So let's see what's he got. Hadlam's got a gashed upper leg, so he might be all right. And Ben-Hur, 4 to 8 weeks. 5 to 5 weeks. Oh, it's age. He's out for the season. That's the season done then for Ben-Hur. He's finished. Excellent. Right, Chelsea in a week, and if you're going to finish 5th at least, it's must win. What a palaver. Palava to the... that's the episode name right there. What a palaver. Make a note of that, Ben. You'll only forget. Luke Bruce wants to chat about things. He's still here. Lukey Bruce, he's still here. There's a temptation here against Chelsea to try something I've never tried before. And I've never seen anyone do it either. I think that's what intrigues me about it. Oh, it's now the time. Chelsea. Alright, so here's the plan. It's that. You've got like a 3-pronged attack. Oh, I quite like it. Now it's more balloon than diamond. We're changing the game here. Or mushroom. It's got a sort of mushroom vibe to it. I'm going to give it a half. And if it's not working after a half, I'm binning it off, obviously. But if it does work. All right, we're giving it a go. We're giving this a whirl. Sometimes I feel like our strikers get a little isolated, and Ben-Hur, that's why Ben-Hur's so good, is because he gets involved. He comes back, gets involved in the play and links it up. Whereas with Fiore and Obranek, they're looking for that sort of final pass. And if it doesn't come, they're ineffectual in the game. Against Chelsea, get 3 players around their midfield, just being a nuisance. Let's see here. Radice has had a Radice is actually very good. I just haven't really played him enough. He's got great work rate. Here we go. Why do I do this to myself? I think it's because I've got this 6-point gap between us and Wolves that I'm less... Look at that. I've never seen it. That looks mad. All right, let's see. 4-4-2 for Chelsea. Their midfield is about to get overrun. I am so excited. The problem is, though, of course, they've got wingers. So, well, we'll see. All right, then. Here we go. Chelsea versus Thames. We know win today, and we get right behind them. In the last episode is somewhat exciting as a chance very early doors here. We could be 1-0 up within minutes. Oh, my, well, seconds even. Altidal still has the record for the quickest goal. We've never come close to beating it. Elsewhere, Liverpool play Manchester United. We've got games going on. The season continues. All right, Jimenez finds a ball out to Herzog. If he gets there, we've got every opportunity. Herzog, ball into the middle. Ferreira's there. Ferreira's got to score. Let's face it. Halloden's got a little bit of a knock. I think he seems to be continuing that from the last game. We've got options off the bench if we need them. The ball played in. literally the first thing we've seen them do when they've scored. I hate this game sometimes. I mean, is there anyone at fault here, really? I mean, everyone's been... I mean, who is that? Van den Bosch just falling over himself. Flipping heck. It's not tag rugby. What are you doing? Free kick. Jimenez plays it in. Radis, it's cleared. Jimenez is going to race to that, though. I mean, the pace on the lad, he gets there very well. Antonio, he's looking for options. He's not really got too many. That's the right option in the end. And now then, can we work it on this other side? Insigne into Van den Bosch. Jimenez into Ferreira. And players just sort of isolating defenders in the middle. You can see now Van den Bosch on this left-hand side. Ball's got to be good into the centre. It's not bad. Jimenez, though, he's got options inside. He goes back to the middle as it's a penalty. Is it? No, Ferreira, post. Oh, my word, Ferreira could have had 2 goals here. He's missed a sitter and now he's at the post. Look at Chelsea's 2 midfield. There's not a lot of space for them to go. If Ferreira now bursts his way through, ball into the middle's good, and Herzog powers it in. I mean, look at those 2 attacking midfielders combined. I'll tell you what, they'll do it all on their own sometimes. 1-1. Look what a lovely goal that was. You can see here, look, Chelsea. Look at all our 5 players there now, isolating this number 7 and the number 16. They've got all sorts of problems. Ferreira, though, this is what you pay the money for. Goodness me. I mean, puts the ball in. Hazard with a great header as well at the back post. Lovely finish. 15 minutes gone, 1-1. There was some logic behind this. It wasn't just throw a shadow striker in and hope it works. It was the idea that stifling their midfield and stopping them from actually playing to begin with should give us a better chance. The 1 goal they've scored came from a cross that was, again, an error probably from Van den Bosch, and they scored. They're clinical. What can you say? I won't say his name, but he is clinical. Rustam. All right, as we get to half-time at 1-1, it's funny because the first 16 minutes, it looked like it was going to be an action-packed half, but it wasn't to be. All right, I'm going to get aggressive. I'm far from pleased with what I've just seen. I'm firing them up a little bit. That started the half quite poorly and then got the goal. And then since then, we created very little. Of course, we've still got the option to get Radis off or push him further forward or bring on Obanek or Fiore. We've got options. A chance for us, though. Radis now getting involved. Finds Haludum. He's about 25 yards out. Finds Ferreira. Challenge, though. The ball's cleared. Although Frank, that's what he's there for, heads it back in. Herzog finds Ferreira in a little bit of space as the shot... He could have had a hat-trick. He could have had a hat-trick. Oh, he's on the corner as well. We'll expect very little. But Ferreira today easily could have had a hat-trick. Herzog plays it in. It's not happening. I've seen this film before. We've scored. Antonio's bagged it. I mean, that happened last episode as well. These boys are mugging me off. Antonio, the critics of Antonio, will have to be silenced just for one day, as we end up getting the goal here. I can't believe it. It all started from a corner. It seems so unlikely. Maybe they've changed it. Third ball in. Antonio. I mean, it's 2-1. We're playing well. You can see now. Have they updated the league table? I feel like they've not updated it. Radis into Ferreira. He finds Herzog out on that side, and we could get another goal here. We are absolutely dominant, rampant, I dare say. Jimenez on the edge of the box. That could have been a goal as well. You can see there, 61 points, Chelsea on 63, 2 to go. We can still make 5th position. I mean, if we didn't throw away the last game, then we'd already almost be guaranteeing it. That free kick was close. It hit the advertising board. All right, there's time ticking away here. Haludum is struggling out there. We'll have to get him off. Velasco can come on. He just makes this team tick. That's what concerns me a little bit. But a 3rd goal here, and you suspect that this will be game over. Jimenez finds Herzog. He's in so much space, and if you give him that much time and space, he's always going to score. Maxime Herzog with the goal. He's been a revelation this season. Another one for him. 3-1, and it baffles me that we can lose to 18th place Watford, doesn't it? It's baffling. Played into him here. So much time and space. The overload in the middle is so evident, and Chelsea can't stop it. I'm staying on attacking. I'm changing nothing. Let's go for 5. Working it nicely again. Radis, the ball doesn't make it through this time as it's launched forward. Chelsea have really got 2. I was going to say they've got 2 players to do something here, and eventually they've worked it out quite neatly. Don't score because we'll be throwing it away again. Oh, Ortiz, you are taking them in. Ortiz, mate, listen up. Come on. What do you even do here? Every time we go off attacking, we crumble. So I'm just gonna persevere. Ortiz here. I don't know if I want to see this really. I don't know if I want to see this. Oh, that's good. That's good goalkeeping. 10 minutes to go. I mean, by the book here, you go counter-attacking, defensive, even standard. But no, I thought I would forget the book as... we should have done one of them. Oh, God. Okay, ball played out. If they equalise, then... Okay, plan B. All right, Radis, you've had a smashing game there, mate. Congratulations to you. Antonio right back, Frank centre back. Bring on Casemiro. All right, 10 minutes or so to go. It's a changing system, viewers. It's fair to say we've gone to the 4. Oh, why didn't I just do what I said? Frank's got it. Good, we're fine. Ferreira and Herzog, they've got to try and lead this charge now, as if we lose it here, we are in all sorts of bother. I mean, we're still attacking. That's part of the problem. All right, we've got possession, though, and Jimenez, well, I mean, this could go one of 2 ways here. Herzog, come on, finish them off. Oh, my God, he's done it. Herzog gets the goal, 4-2. Everyone relax. Everything is fine in the world. Thank goodness for that. Thames for a Herzog hat-trick. I mean, you love to see it. And I think my tactical display of excellence has been justified here today. I think when I played Radix in that shadow striker role, you were thinking, what is this clown doing? But there was method behind the madness. I will say, there's 2 minutes to go. If this results in a goal and we don't win the game, then there's no more Thames this week. Okay, don't do... Chelsea, clearly fans of the series. Don't you dare. It's 4-3. There is no time. This is the final opportunity of the game. Referee, blow your whistle, mate. Ref! Other words. Oh my God, they had a shot. Okay, everything's fine. That's got to be that. Thames 4, Chelsea 3. Yes, there we go. Down that tunnel you go. I was trying to sort of preempt that. A hat-trick from Herzog. I mean, the hero of the hour. Chelsea came close, but a fairly dominant display. We definitely had the best of the game throughout it all. And, I mean, let's face it, Ferreira could have had a hat-trick in today's game. Passionately say then, a very nice victory. Well done. And it does indeed put us 2 points behind them with Everton to play, who are bottom of the table. I mean, that gives us every opportunity. And then West Ham, local derby, final day of the season. Before we go, let's see who Chelsea have so we can sort of make the next episode even more exciting. Chelsea then have Sunderland, who are, we've said before, are not that easy, and Liverpool at Anfield. So I dare say we have the easier games there. 7th place qualifies for Europe this year. Yes! There it is, it's all official, 5th, 6th and 7th. So what I can confirm in this episode is we have qualified for Europa League football. Marvellous news. And I will see you then tomorrow for the final episode of the season, and then of course maybe a stream transfer window to come later this week, and I'll see you again soon. We love with care then from me until next time. Goodbye. Dear me, I'm going to die from this series one day. Let's hope I don't. I don't hope for that, obviously.